Our next speaker, over this span of 4 years that I speak of, has done over 127,000 USD in sales of digital products online. He has successfully trained over 16,000 aspiring online entrepreneurs in his online business bootcamp. Ladies and gentlemen, so much to be said about this young man. But to cut the chase, let us put our hands together and receive up here Kenny Inwokoye as he comes to present hands-on practical methods to step into our millions. The stage is yours, Kenny.
Hello, Ghana. Wow, this is the biggest crowd I have ever seen gathered to listen to me before. So exciting to be here. Thanks for coming. I hope you gained value so far. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. When I got started in the online business space, I had 11 months of conk stagnation. Conk stagnation because I only was able to boast of $24 for 11 months of business. Now I realized that one of the biggest reasons why so many people struggle when it comes to making money online is because they treat making money online like Bet Niger. Because they treat making money online like a game of luck. Let me give this a try. Maybe I'll become a millionaire. Is that not betting? Same way I treated mine. I treated my business like an option right from the very, very beginning. And so it gave me optional income. It gave me even less than that as a result of that. I had 4 different income sources I was juggling at the same time in the name of Solopreneur of the Year. Now, why is it that this solopreneur can be doing 4 businesses at the same time, but yet Baba is not making more than 50K a month? Who can relate? You're doing more than 1 business at the same time. You're doing so many things, but you cannot really marry effort to income. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's because I realized that society has pressured us into believing that the more income sources you have, the more money you make. But society does not add the last part, the major thing that you need to know, which is the more passive or recurring income sources you have, the more money you make. If you are accumulating active income sources, you're going to be making less money. Why? Because active income sources requires you to trade your time, your energy, and your resources in order for you to produce cash flow. Am I right? So if you're accumulating more and more active income sources, you're only going to be burning yourself out. That's what you're doing. I call it reducing your propensity to be productive per income source. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And so, what did I do when I realized this amazing fact? I decided to place all my income sources on the table, and I asked myself, I said, which of these vehicles, by the way, everything you do for cash flow is a vehicle. It's not a destination. And so I had to put all of them on the table, and I asked myself, which of these vehicles will get me to financial freedom as quickly as possible? Not that it's going to be overnight, but as quickly as possible compared to the rest. And so the answer was obvious for me. Promote other people's products, earn commissions, and scale. That was it. There are 4 things. There are 4 things that can almost guarantee you're becoming a millionaire within the next 6 months. I asked you just now, I said, how many of us want to be a millionaire? Everybody say, I. So if you want to know these 4 things, I'll list them out for you now. Number 1 is access to the right information. What I mean by that is access to information that works. Access to information that works. Now, the good news is, as you're here, you have gotten a lot of that information, right? And you're going to get more. So that's the good news. Now, the second thing is you should know how to apply that information. You'll agree with me that there are a lot of people who have access to very good information, but for some reason or the other, they don't have either the know-how or they don't have the resources in order for them to get results with the information. So you also need to know how to apply that information. And now the third thing, which everybody should even know, is take massive action with that information. But that's not where it ends. That's not where it ends. Because we have a lot of people, and please, if you have ever done it before, you just raise your hand when I ask you to, right? You've taken action before, you have very good information. You've taken action using that information, but for some reason, you've not been able to create the result that you want. Raise your hand. You see? So does that mean that taking action does not work? No. It means that there's a missing piece of the puzzle. And that brings me to number 4. Because action is not enough. Please tell somebody beside you, say, action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
Hello, everybody. Good evening to you. If you can see me and you can hear me loud and clear, can you just give me a fire emoji? Give me a fire emoji in the chats. If you can see me and you can hear me loud and clear, give me a fire emoji in the chats. And also let me know where you're joining this webinar from. Let me know where you're joining from. Are you in Nigeria, in Ghana, Cameroon, all over the world? Let me know in the chats. Okay. So I'm super excited to be hosting you tonight on this special webinar tagged how to get 1,000 to 10,000 free leads in less than 30 days, even if you don't have any followers right now. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we don't have much time and we have quite a lot to cover in this class. All right, I'm going to introduce myself. Many of us are probably saying, who is this strange looking guy with glasses? And so I'm going to introduce myself. Just give me a sec. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. If you can see my screen, just type the word screen. Okay. All right, super. Okay. Do this. So welcome to the Organic Traffic Secrets webinar, everyone. And in this webinar, I'm going to be showing you how to get 1,000 to 10,000 quality leads in less than 30 days, even if all you have is a smartphone and no followers. The first thing I need you to do is to set your expectations very high because I am about to exceed every single one of them. And now here's what I intend to deliver right here on this webinar in the next 53 minutes and 27 seconds. First off, I'm going to deliver some highly valuable and life-transforming free information about how you can get more leads into your business. And then I'm going to show you how you can put that information to work and get some insane results in just 30 days. But first, let me mention that second part of the webinar is not going to be free. However, every single person here on this webinar today will be able to afford everything I'm going to be sharing with you on the webinar today. I want to make a very quick deal with you. All right. I want to make a quick deal with you. If I am able to deliver on the first part of this webinar and give you some really powerful and highly valuable life transforming free information. Do I have your permission to proceed with the second part of the webinar? Do we have a deal? Type the word deal. If and only if I'm able to deliver on part 1. Type the word deal in the chat. Type the word deal in the chat. All right. So let me take a wild guess. Many of us here on this webinar today, you have tried something before. You've tried WhatsApp TVs. If that's your category, you have tried WhatsApp TVs in the past. You've tried many different WhatsApp TVs, but it's difficult for you to drive traffic. Type the word TVs in the chat. Type the word TVs in the chat. Maybe your own category is that you have tried Facebook ads. You've done all kinds of Facebook ads in the past. You've done Instagram ads, but the same thing. People come in and nobody buys. If that's your own category, type the word ads in the chat. Type the word ads in the chat or in the comments. Or maybe you have tried creating content before, but it seems like every time you're creating content, you're just creating the content into the darkness and nobody is engaging with that content. Type the word content in the chat. Type the word content in the chat. Maybe your category is that you have tried influencers before. You were able to get some leads, but you were not able to close sales as you expected, meaning that at the end of the day, your money got flushed down the toilet. Type the word influencers in the chats. Or maybe your own category is that you've done all the different 4 categories and still you don't have any results. Just type no results. Maybe you can even put a sad emoji beside it. Who knows? I'm just taking a wild guess. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that I know exactly how you feel because I've been there before. When I started out with online sales, that was as far back as 2019. I've been doing internet marketing for more than half a decade. And when I started out in internet marketing, I was struggling. For my first 11 months, I barely ever made any sales. I was struggling to make sales. It was such a struggle for me, but then thankfully I was able to move past those struggles. And today, not only have I solved my problem of traffic generation forever and ever, but I have also been able to help a lot of people to solve the same problem for themselves. Now, somebody here might probably be wondering, who is this guy? I mean, why on earth should I pay any attention to what this guy is telling me here today? Well, let me quickly introduce myself in the next 5 seconds. My name is Ken Nwokoye. I'm popularly known as the Vessel of Value. I currently hold a following of over 250,000 internet marketers. Although after struggling in my online business for 11 months, I was able to crack the code of traffic generation, and that helped me to take my one-man online business to over $240,000 from $24 in less than 36 months using powerful organic social media strategies. Right? I also built a following, like I said, and in the process, I helped a lot of my students, by God's grace, of course, by God's grace. I was able to help a lot of my students from all over the world to generate over 600,000 leads in the last 18 months alone. I'm also the co-founder of some very powerful platforms. I don't want to mention their names here today for reasons best known to me. And I'm also an author who has published powerful courses that have transformed the lives of so many people across the world. I have been featured in big publications like Fox, NBC, CNBC. And as a result of the growth that I have, experienced in my business over the years, I've also been featured in, stages. I have been invited to speak at conferences across the world in 4 countries, to be precise, in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Dubai, of course, and of course in Nigeria. I've spoken several times in Nigeria. And interestingly, if you're going to be at SM Fest, I'm going to be speaking at SM Fest as well. Okay? And of course, one thing that comes with growth is that growth attracts people to you. Growth attracts kings and queens towards you. And I've been able to connect with people like Temia Jibewa. Of course, that's Mama Nelly when she came to visit me some time ago in Lagos. And that's Eva Alodia. People probably know her as a rapper, but I know her as both a rapper and the co-founder of Kobo Course. All right. I was also able to connect with amazing people like Steve Harris, Ronald Nzimora, who is the author of Mafia Offers. This was at the Dubai Mall in UAE. And of course, that's on the right-hand side, Futurist Kwame. He's now like family to me. I call him Uncle K. So that's Futurist Kwame. Is one of the top 5 best speakers in Africa. All right. And You know, it has also accorded me the privilege to be able to connect with international titans, just like the ones you see in front of you. People like Nas Daily, for example. I was able to connect with him. I was able to connect with Stephen He. You know, I was also able to connect with someone I've always looked up to for a very long time, Vishen Lakiani. If you know Vishen, can you just type the word Vishen in the chats? He's the founder of Mind Valley, the biggest personal development platform in the world. And of course, on the left-hand side, that's Nas Daily. Of course, you all know Nas Daily. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. I love Nas Daily so much. So I was able to connect with these amazing people as a result of the growth that I have experienced over the past couple of years. All right. Now, here are the 3 powerful secrets. Let's dive into it now. So here are the 3 powerful secrets that I'm going to be sharing with you on this webinar tonight. First of all, we're going to go into the 3 biggest reasons why you are not currently getting predictable and consistent quality traffic in your business. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the solutions to those problems. And then we'll dive into the 3 keys for getting unlimited organic traffic whenever you want, using your smartphone. And then we'll go straight into the step-by-step blueprint that you can use to get between 1,000 to 10,000 quality leads from social media in as little as 30 days. If you're ready, can you just type ready in the chat for me? I like to make sure that everyone is getting involved and engaged in the conversation. So if you're ready for this, type ready in the chats. All right. So why is this important to you right now? First of all, most of what you've learned about getting leads is absolutely wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you right here on this webinar today. Most of what you have learned before now, it is absolutely wrong. And then for many of us, we have tried almost everything from WhatsApp TVs to paid ads to influencers posting every day, just like a doctor's prescription, but still there's no results and you need a way out. And there's also the fact that the cost of advertising is crazy. Like I was checking the other day how much it costs to get a lead nowadays. There are people who are getting leads as high as 200, 300 naira per lead. And you're not even assured that these leads are going to convert. So the cost of advertising today is higher than ever. And you cannot afford to keep spending your time, your energy, and your money getting few prospects who never ever buy anything from you. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, is this webinar for me? If you're an internet marketer or you're a business owner who runs something on the internet, meaning that you sell some kind of service or product or you offer something online, then this is for you. If you're spending all your time and your money scraping around on the internet only to get a tiny number of low quality leads who don't buy anything from you, then this is absolutely for you. All right. If you want to be satisfied with knowing that you can easily get quality leads whenever you want, then this webinar is for you. And if you're tired of only attracting broke leads, no matter how hard you try, and you want to know how to get the right people that you want, your target audience, this is for you. And if you're worried that you need to have followers or buy some kind of fancy equipment, you know me now, I'm a Serenre guy, so I like Serenre. That's why you're seeing all these nice aesthetics in my own studio. But now, it doesn't matter whether you don't have any of these things at all. This is for you because I'm going to show you that you don't need any fancy equipment or followers before you can get massive leads from social media. Now, I want to make a very quick confession because I'm sure it's probably currently singing in someone's head. There are some people who know me before now. How many of you know me before now? Just type Kenny. Give me the word Kenny in the chat. You probably see me somewhere. Maybe you saw me physically at an event, or maybe you joined one of my online events. I've done hundreds of online events. So if you knew me before now, type the word Kenny in the chat. So I'm going to make a confession. Yes, I already have an advantage over most people because I am already known. I have a name in my industry, and I also have a big following online. However, that does not stop you from getting results because I'm going to prove it to you that there are a lot of people who don't have any of these things that I just mentioned, and they have gotten amazing results with what I taught them. Let me give you an example. This guy right here, his name is King Yole. Many of us probably know him now, but when he started out, he had just 1,633 followers. And this guy, he bought one of my trainings. He got access to my training. And by the time I showed him what to do, he took action, crazy action. And using that training, this is how he started versus how it is going. He went from 1,600 followers to over 186,000 followers on the TikTok platform. And he also generated for himself over 150,000 leads. This guy has been one of the biggest record breakers in my community as far as inception. And he's someone I am truly, truly proud of. And he's not just the only one, by the way. He has also earned thousands of dollars in the process of growing his business. Now, this is case study number 2. Her name is Dabenis. Probably one or two of you might know her. She is an online business consultant. And she used to be the only one. In fact, what makes me remember her story so well is the fact that she used to be the only person who was liking her posts on social media. Amazing, isn't it? She used to be the only one who was liking her posts. And fast forward to today, not only does she have amazing level of visibility, right? By the way, this is not even current. She has way more followers than this now. She moved from where she was zero. She moved from 0 to 15K in just a space of 15 days. How interesting is that 15K followers in 15 days. And then from there, she's now at more than 80,000 people following her on social media. Her life has completely transformed now because she gets leads on demand. She can get traffic whenever she wants, no matter when she's trying to get traffic, right? And she's not the only one. There's also case study number 3. This is probably one of my faves because when she started out, her name is Oluchi, by the way. When she started out, Oluchi was still in a 9-to-5 job. In fact, she was earning 30,000 naira per month. She didn't even have enough money to buy herself a bed. But then she leveraged the trainings and everything that I shared with her. And now she generates hundreds of leads every single day without spending any money on advertising. She's an affiliate marketer. Matter of fact, she's even a top affiliate marketer today. And that's because she leveraged my training to gain massive visibility and scale her business from zero. The reason why I'm showing you all of this, how she started from 818 to 148,000, is just for you to understand that it can also be you. Now, let me ask you a very big question. Would it be nice for you to be able to get an extra 1,000 to 10,000 quality leads every single month using your smartphone, even if you don't have many followers right now? Can you just type it in the chat? Type yes if it would be nice. If it would be nice for you, type the word yes in the chat, okay? Now, I know your thoughts might be going very crazy right now, but I need you to know that these results are not typical results because we're not selling magic beans here, all right? I'm not going to give you one magic pill that you're just going to spill on the ground, and once you just put it on the ground, it's just going to grow you unlimited traffic to heaven. No, that's not what we're going to be doing here. There is some work involved, but as long as you make a promise to yourself and to me here that you're going to do the work, I can assure you that you're going to get some really life-transforming results. So how many of us here are ready to do the work? Can you type work in the chat? Give me the word. Type the word work in the chat. If you are going to do the work, only if you are going to do the work, give me the word work in the chats. Okay, so let's dive in. But before we do, let me show you something. There's something that just came to my mind I want to share with the house very quickly, okay? I want to share very quickly with the house. Okay, so I didn't plan this, but something just tells me to share this, and I feel it's going to be very impactful for someone, all right? Now, I want us to quickly talk about the three biggest reasons why you are not getting enough leads right now. The 3 biggest reasons why you are not getting enough leads right now. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of us currently, please, I need your honesty. The only way we can do this right is if you're honest with me, okay? So how many of us right now, you're currently doing more than one business at a time? Can you type the word multiple in the chat? Give me the word multiple in the chat. You're currently doing more than one business at a time. Type the word multiple in the chat very quickly, all right? Good. Now, How many of us, amongst those of us who are doing multiple businesses, you're doing multiple businesses, how many of us among those people are currently making more than 100K per month? Can you type above? All right, type above. And then those of us who are doing below 100K per month, type the word below. Type the word below. I want to check something. There's something I'm checking for. Type the word below. All right. You're doing multiple, type multiple. If you're doing above 100K per month, doing multiple things, type above. If you're doing below, then type below. Type below. I want to check something. Let me check the temperature of the room. Now, let me share something with you. In 2020, I had a conversation with my mom. And I remember that period we were having a lot of conversations. By the way, if you have not shared this live session, can you go ahead and share this now? If you have not shared, hit the share button so that your friends can join us in class. They can also learn how they can get more traffic into their business. So go ahead and share now. Hit the share button. Get your friends to join in, all right, so that we can all learn together. So I remember having this conversation with my mom where she was really clamping down on me and asking me, why is it that I am trying to do so many things at the same time, right? And I remember at the time I was doing affiliate marketing, I was doing graphics design, I was doing motion graphics. You guys know what motion graphics is, right? So like where you're doing video animation for people. So I was doing video animation for people. I was also doing personal branding as a service. I was also doing corporate branding as a service. Only me, oh. But guess what? All those things combined were not enough to help me to make more than 70. Shame does not even want to let me say it. All those things combined was not even enough to help me to make more than 70,000 naira per month. It's so shameful to admit it, but it's true. Many of us here, it's the same story. It's the same story. You're making some money from each of those different things. I call them cash pots, those different things that you're doing. I call them cash pots. You're making some money from them, but it's not up to what you know you should be making. So if you're really being honest with yourself, you find out that you're actually working like an elephant, but you're not eating like an elephant. I can relate because I was there. Like I used to be the guy who was working like an elephant and eating like an ant. Now, sometime in 2020, like I said, that was when this realization came to me. And it hit me like, in fact, it hit me like a heart attack. That's when the realization came to me. And let me show you with an illustration very quickly. Okay? I don't have a lot of things around me to use for this illustration, so I'll just use what I have. So let's say this one is income source number 1. We'll call it cash pot 1, right? Those things that you're doing, you know what I'm talking about. Some of us are doing fashion, graphics, all at the same time, and so on and so forth. So this is cash pot 1. This is cash pot 2, yeah? And let's say this, my phone, is cash pot 3, yeah? So we have 3 cash pots. Now, each of these cash pots have the ability to generate income. That's why they are called a cash pot. But you see, the problem is, every time my eye is not on this guy, and my eye is on this guy, then this one is going to be suffering. That's it. Every time my eye is on this one and it's not on this one, then this one is going to be suffering. The same thing will happen if my eye is on that other phone that I raised up just now and it's not on this two, it's going to be suffering. So what happens is that whenever I focus on any of those cash pots, the other one is going to be suffering. And at the same time, there is no life scenario where I can focus on all 3 cash pots at the same time. This thing that I am telling you right now is the singular reason why many of us here today, tonight, are not going to get any results with what I'm going to be teaching you, because of the fact that you are not yet leveraging the power of 1. Let me shock you. In that same year, 2020, when I realized this amazing fact, by the way, and I'm going to explain to you why that is the case. When I realized this amazing fact, what happened was I decided to put all those things I was doing, I put all of them on the table. And I had to ask myself, I said, which of these cash pots will get me to a point where I can consider myself to be financially free within the shortest possible time? I had to ask myself that question. And then my brain told me that I should just go all in on one of them, and that was the affiliate marketing business at the time. And so I decided to go all in. And guess what happened? By the time I went all in, That same business that couldn't make me more than 12,000 naira in 11 months made me 500,000 in 1 month. For the first time in my whole life, my whole adult life, I was able to make 500,000 naira in a month. That was in 2020. I don't know how to explain it, but I nearly went crazy. You know that moment when you say we die here, but me, I won't say we die here. I say we live here because, you mean all this time I could have just gone all in and I would have been getting better results, you know? So that was the moment when I decided to go all in. And when that happened, I tell you, what used to take me months to achieve started taking me weeks to achieve. What used to take me weeks to achieve started taking me days to achieve. And so on and so forth. It just became more and more easier to get results. Now, let me tell you the reason why this thing works this way. It's very simple. It's because when you have multiple cash pots, please pay close attention. When you have multiple cash pots, what happens is that your attention, you are spread thin. You are spread thin. And for most of us, when you are spread thin like that, you can't make more money. You make less money. As a matter of fact, you make less money because your time, energy, and resources cannot be divided 100% between multiple sources. Does that make sense? Yes. It does not work that way. So no matter how many of these cash pots you decide to pile up, in fact, the more of them you pile up, the less money you make. Why? Because active income sources requires you to trade your time, your energy, and resources in order for you to generate cash flow. That's the singular reason why. So a very hard decision needs to be made. I told you I made a hard decision. It was not easy for me to decide to let go of the other things I was doing. And for many of us, it's going to be even harder for you because some of us here, we have developed feelings for some of those our cash pots. We call it passion. For some of us here, you've developed feelings for those your cash pot and you call it passion. This is the singular reason why we have so many passionately broke people today in society. Is because of the fact that, you know what passion does? Passion actually makes you want to work all day, every day and not get paid, but you will still work anyway. And that's why in society today, we have so many passionately broke people. So a very hard decision needs to be made. What's that decision? You need to look at all those cash pots and decide for yourself, which of these do I want to zoom in on? Because when I teach you the things I'm going to teach you, you are going to need to zoom in on one. In order for you to generate the highest amount of results, you are going to need to zoom in on one. So you're going to need to zoom in if you want to get the best results. Somebody type the power of one in the chat. Type the power of one. You have to leverage the power of one. Now, I've told you the solution, so your assignment has already been cut out for you. Pick one of your cash pots and choose that one and that one alone. Go all in. You're going all in with just one. Now, the second thing that you're currently doing that is preventing you from getting traffic into your business, ladies and gentlemen, let me share a very simple story with you. When I traveled to Dubai, for the very first time I traveled to Dubai was 2022 in July. I went for a 9-day vacation and somehow God just did it. I got residency in Dubai, but that's a longer story. Now, during that vacation, being my first time in Dubai, imagine if I came online, and I want you to be honest with me on this. Imagine if I came online and I took one of my phones and I just raised it and I'm like, I say, let me show you what this is what I did, or let me show you how my first 9 days in Dubai was, right? I could just come and I'm talking about, let me show you how I spent my 9 days. This is how I spent my first 9 days in Dubai. Now, even if I'm talking about Dubai, do you think you will be interested in that content? Say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. You are a complete stranger. You just came across me on social media. You were randomly scrolling. You just came across me. And the first thing you hear me say is, I want to show you the first thing I did when I came to Dubai. Do you think you're going to want to watch that video? Please be honest. Type it in the chats. Type it in the chats. Would you want to watch that video? You won't want to watch the video, right? And the answer is no, exactly. Most people will not want to watch the video even if the video is about to buy. And that's the same reason why most people do not watch your videos. It's the same reason why most people don't watch your videos. When you come out and you're talking to them, what happens? You're using you language. Whenever you come out and you're putting yourself in front of a camera and you're saying something like, this is how I, my, me, and you're talking all about that. Let me tell you what happens. First of all, strangers will not pay attention to you because strangers are always selfish when they are consuming content. They are always thinking about themselves. So when you come online and you're always talking about you all the time, they are going to ignore you and they're going to scroll past. They are going to ignore you and they're going to scroll past. Most people can't stand not talking about themselves. Many of us here, you know what I'm talking about. You can't stand not talking about yourself. You're always talking about yourself. 247, me, my business, this is what I do. Nobody cares. Unless you don't want strangers to come into your business. If you want to get strangers in your business, you need to change your language. You need to change your POV. Type the word POV in the chat. You need to change the point of view. And let me tell you how to do that. Remember the content that I just gave you as an example now, right? I can raise my camera again. And this time around, I say, here are 5 things you can do when next you visit Dubai. Now tell me, would you want to watch that video? If I raised my camera and I said, here are 5 things you can do when next you visit Dubai, would you want to watch that video? Say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. Type it in the chat. Of course you would, right? I mean, you would be interested because now I'm talking about you. I'm saying, here are 5 things you can do when next you visit Dubai. So all I did was change the POV, right? I changed the point of view. And by changing the point of view, the person who is going to be interested changes. Do you see how that works? So now you need to stop creating content that is selfish. For many of us, in fact, you see the one that would carry their camera and they'll say, hello guys, it's your girl Cynthia, it's your girl Ify. And today I want to talk about, before you even say and today, they have scrolled on, they don't have any time for that. Who got time for that? They will scroll. And then the worst of them all are those ones that will carry the camera and then they lift it and say, hello everyone. See, I don't want to laugh at someone here today. But you know yourself, you know what I'm talking about. But yet you wonder why people are not paying attention to your videos. You're wondering why people are not paying attention to your content. It's because you need to switch your POV. That's what you need to switch. You need to change the point of view and focus on them, not you, right? It's not about you. The content is about them. So if you make it about them, then they will care about you. You see, that's why they say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So when you make it about them, that's when they care about you. You see how it works? So what are you going to do from this? You're going to what? You're going to switch your POV. Type it in the chat. Say, I'm going to switch my POV. I will no longer use me, my, I. I will use the opposite. All right? So that's the second thing. If you know you fall on that table, type it, say I fall on that table. Just say it with your full chest. Now, the third category, the third problem that most people are experiencing, right? The third problem, and let me ask this question first. How many of us currently, you're posting on WhatsApp every day, right? How many of us are posting on WhatsApp every day? How many of us post on WhatsApp? Deuces, give me deuces, WhatsApp. Or just type the word WhatsApp in the chat. You post on WhatsApp every single day. Can you type the word WhatsApp in the chat? All right, type the word WhatsApp in the chat. Now, one thing that I find to be very interesting is that most people, and let me not say it happens more with ladies because it happens with guys too, but most people who I see post on WhatsApp, all they do is when they come online, the first thought that comes to mind is, what product am I going to post today? Which offer am I going to post today? So when they come online, they just drop the post, And The ones that are most interesting to me are those ones that will come and post so many products on their WhatsApp status that the thing will look like a waist bead. You guys know what I'm talking about. The thing will look so big, like it will be so full that it will be like when somebody actually came on WhatsApp one time and posted 72 products on her WhatsApp status. 72 products on her WhatsApp status. Even her mother will not view 72 products on her WhatsApp status. Why is she posting 72 products on her status? The question is why? And if you check, if she checks, there's no way anybody on this planet is so jobless that they are viewing your 72 slides. No, sir. Even if it's value you're posting. No, nobody does that. Do you understand? And then some of us, it's not that you are doing 72, you don't not reach 72, but still you are doing so much. And even if you do so much, no matter how much you do, people are not engaging, people are not asking you how much is it, or people are not buying. The best that people do is to come and say how much, but after they ask how much, how far, nothing beyond that. Let me tell you something, right? People don't come online on social media because they're looking for what to buy. Okay? People don't come online on social media because they're looking for what to buy. No, that's not how it works. When people come online on social media, they are looking for something else. They're looking for entertainment. They're looking for cruise. They're looking for edutainment. They want to get some value. They want to get some useful information, right? So when they come online, they shouldn't just come online and see you posting your stuff, come and buy me stuff. Come, bro, sister, come on. You have to do better. Now, here's an alternative, all right? Try this out. I tell you, if you try this out and it doesn't work for you, send me a message. I'll buy you a lollipop. But try this out. It's going to work. So next time, instead of you to just come and hang 1,000 posts on your status and hope and pray that somebody buys, by the way, I should tell you that hope marketing is not a strategy. It's not a strategy. You can kneel down in front of your status or your Instagram every day and be hoping and praying that somebody's going to buy. That's not a strategy. Guess what? Marketing is not a strategy. A strategy that you can use is by posting stuff that is simple and is useful and is actionable. By posting stuff that is simple, that is useful, and that is actionable. You hear these words a lot. Many people say this a lot. You need to be giving value. You need to give value. You need to give value. How many of us have you've heard it before? Type yes in the chat. You've heard it before. That you need to be giving value. Now, the problem with the popular saying that you need to give value, the problem is that the average person does not really know what value means. I mean, if I ask you now, can we make this an interactive session? Can someone just tell me in the chat, what is value? Tell me, what do you think value is? If you go into the chats now, you're going to see all kinds of definitions of value. You're going to see some of them are going to even be crazy definitions. You're going to see different definitions of value. And that's going to tell you that truly, not everyone truly understands what value means. And you will find out that life does not reward you according to how well you do or like how much effort you put into things. It's based on your understanding of the things that you are putting your effort in. So if you lack the understanding of a concept, no matter how much you try to apply effort, you will always be applying effort out of context. Does that make sense? So now let me make it easy for you, right? Next time the word value comes to mind, you will know exactly what is meant, right? Let me give you a quick illustration for you. Imagine you are in the Sahara Desert. Now, let's say Namibian Desert, okay? So you're in the Namibian Desert, and I love Favor's definition. Now, imagine you are in the Namibian Desert, and you are now there. You've been there for like 27 days. Somehow you're still alive. In fact, but you're about to finish. Like you're about to leave this world. You have like 60 minutes left to leave at that point. And then you now hear or you see a signboard just in the middle of the desert. You see a signboard that the nearest town is 12 hours away. Remember, you have 60 minutes left to leave. You have 60 minutes left to leave. Please stay with me on this. You have 60 minutes left to leave. Then next thing, all of a sudden, one man just drives to you. Like he just comes from over the hill, behind the hill. He just drives and he comes to you and he's driving a Rolls Royce. Should be many of us, we want money now. How many of us want $1 million? Does that sound like a good idea to you? You want $1 million? Can you type dollars? Type dollars in the chat. This guy comes to you with a Rolls Royce with $1 million in his briefcase. He carries a briefcase. He comes out of the car with a briefcase. And then in the other hand, he has a tray. Inside that tray, there is a well-prepared plate of egusi soup. Egusi soup and pounded yam. Not poundo, I mean pounded yam with goat meat. And then there is now one nice bottle of Ever water, maybe 2 liters, enough water to actually get you to the next level. You understand? 2 liters water, all in the tray on his right hand, but in his left hand he has the what do you call it, the briefcase with $1 million inside, and he's telling you that he wants to give you one of the two. That if you take the briefcase, you will also get the Rolls Royce. Are you getting me? He says if you take the briefcase, you will also get the Rolls Royce. At that point, which one are you going to take? Remember, you have 60 minutes to leave. At that point, and the only town is 12 hours away, even by driving the fastest car. Which of the two options are you going to take? Type it in the chats. Are you going to take $1 million on a Rolls Royce, or are you going to take the plate of the plate of pounded yam and what's it called? And egusi soup with a very big bottle of water? The answer is very obvious, isn't it? The answer is that you're going to take food first. Now, in the hierarchy of value, the need to survive is always greater than the desire to thrive. That's what you have to learn from that story, that the need to survive is always greater than the desire to thrive, and therefore value is not just something that is useful. Value is whatever is the most useful to a user in a particular context. Does that make sense? Value is whatever is most useful. Emphasize the word most useful to a user in a particular context. Now that you know what value is, you now know that you should not be putting stuff in front of someone. You should not be putting a Lamborghini in front of someone who needs a bottle of water. You shouldn't be putting a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce in front of someone who's just trying to survive. So you have to know the person you're trying to sell to. In other words, you have to actually know what they want. That's why they say sell people what they want, not what they need. You can sell what they want and deliver what they need. That's another angle, right? But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is, while it is great to give value, but ensure that whatever value you're giving, it has to be simple, it has to be useful, and it has to be actionable. Does that make sense? So I call it the SUA principle. Keep it simple, keep it useful, and keep it actionable. Simple meaning that it's easy to understand. It's easy to digest. By the way, tell me, everything I've been sharing with you so far, is it not easy to understand? Is it not easy to digest? So that's exactly how your value should also be. Absolutely crucial, right? Simple, useful, actionable. Type it in the chat. Keep it simple, useful, actionable. Are we together? All right, fantastic. So I'm going to go back to my slide now. I just had to deviate a little bit today so that we can be on the same page. How many of us are getting some value so far? Can you type the word value in the chat? Just give me the word value in the chat. If you're getting some value so far, give me the word value in the chat. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go back into my slides. Okay, so time to get cracking. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the highly untapped traffic route for getting unlimited organic traffic. All right. Now, many of us here, we're used to a system whereby we run paid advertising in one way or the other to get traffic. And then for some of us, we are used to a system where it's content that we do. So we're trying to use content to drive organic traffic. But the problem is that whenever we try it, it doesn't work as much as we expect. Is that not true? Type the word true in the chat if that's true, right? So it's very common that we've tried it a lot in the past, but every time you try it, it's as though it's like you're just wasting your effort and it's like nothing is actually working. And this is what the typical content system for you looks like. You make a post and you hope someone sees it, you hope that they engage, and then they don't. Is that not true? Type yes in the chat if it's true. Now, I want to teach you something very quickly about the different types of content distribution and how it has evolved to where it is today. When social media began, as far back as when it did, the kind of distribution of content that we know as at then is called native distribution, whereby somebody makes a post on Facebook and only those people who are following them, or those people who are their friends on Facebook, for example, will be the ones who see that person's content, right? Is it not? And the same thing happens for Instagram. If you make a post on Instagram, only the people who are following you, only the people who are connected to you are the ones who are going to see your post. That is what was originally called the native distribution. But something happened when TikTok came into the social media hemisphere. When TikTok came around, TikTok came and disrupted the entire space. TikTok came and introduced a new content distribution system, that doesn't distribute content based on who's following and who's not following. As a matter of fact, this content distribution system was called a discovery channel. Was called the discovery channel. On TikTok platform, many of us know what the For You page is, right? You know what For You page is? For You page is a discovery channel. It is a place where you discover content that you might be interested in. When you came to the TikTok platform, the very first time you came on TikTok, what happened? TikTok asked you and said, which kind of content do you like? Do you like entertainment? Do you like education? Do you like whatever? You are the one who chose the kind of content that you like. And now, the moment you chose that type of content, it was recorded in the algorithm that this person likes this type of content. And so I'm going to be showing he or she wants to be seeing more of that type of content. And so TikTok starts showing you the content that you said you like. That's a very different type of content, is it not? The same thing happens for when you do it on Facebook, right? When you jump on Facebook and you like somebody's content, right? So this algorithm works different from the native distribution that we were used to. How it distributes content is, number one, based on your interest, and number two, based on your behavior on the app. When you go on the TikTok platform, whenever you go on TikTok platform and you like a video, or you react to a video, or you comment on a video, or you share the video, or you go to the person's page and you like some of the posts, you understand? That particular behavior is the behavior that the algorithm records and starts to show you content that are similar to the one that you watched. How did I even find this out? This was two years ago. When I was scrolling on Facebook one day and I saw a video from many of you who like kickboxing. How many of you like kickboxing here? Can you type kickboxing in the chat? So I saw this video from this guy, Israel. Is it Israel Adesanya? Yes, Israel Adesanya. Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw him, and then I became a fan of his since then. But I saw Israel Adesanya video. He was whooping this guy's ass, and then when he finished, I said, no, I want to watch another video. But the second video that I watched was not from the same page. Remember, not from the same page. And so when I finished watching the second video, I didn't follow the first page and I didn't follow the second page. But what I noticed the next day when I came back to Facebook was that I started seeing more kickboxing videos. And of course, I was going to watch it because I love kickboxing videos. And so I started watching more of it. But then it dawned on me that, hey, I didn't follow any of these guys. So why was I seeing more of the videos? That's when I realized that the reason why I was seeing more of those videos was because I exhibited the behavior of someone who likes that type of content. And so the algorithm started showing me more of the content that I am most likely to watch. You see where I'm going with this? What this means for you as a creator or as a content creator is that gone are the days when you need followers before you can get massive visibility on your content. Gone are the days when you need to have a massive following before you can get discovered on the platforms. Power is no longer in the hand of the influencer. Power is now in the hand of the creator. Am I making any sense? Can you type the word making sense in the chat? Power is no longer in the hand of the influencer. Power is now in the hand of the creator. And so today, the best influencers are creators, and the best creators are influencers. Is that not amazing? So now, anybody, I tell you, anybody that has a smartphone can literally just take that phone and record an ugly video. In fact, I will even call it an ugly video. If you go on TikTok, you know it's ugly videos that used to trend. The person can just record an ugly video, and the first post on their TikTok timeline will get 10 million views. Yes. I will show you how to do it. Don't worry, I will show you. We get crazy amount of views. That is how powerful this discovery algorithm is. And the moment that TikTok came out with the discovery algorithm, that was the rise of the creator economy. The influencer economy was completely washed out, and the creator economy became what we are now seeing today. That is what we are now seeing today. Power is now in the hands of the people, right? And I'm about to show you a simple 3-step content system that can instantly give you all the benefits of the creator economy and gets you leads every single time, even as a beginner. But first, here are a few examples of what this unique system has done for me and what it can also do for you. Look at this. This is 18,145 leads that I generated organically using a single link. And then here is 10,048 leads that I also generated organically using this second link. And here's another link that got me 6,067 leads that I generated using a third link. Can you now see that this is an absolute gold mine? In fact, I was sharing with someone yesterday, and I was sharing with her how I went from 47 contacts on my WhatsApp to over 75,000 on my WhatsApp, to over 76,000 on my WhatsApp contact list. And then I deleted over 70,000 of them. I deleted over 70,000 of them because I purged my contact list so that I could refresh it. My phone was really having issues at the time. So I refreshed it and I started afresh. Not really afresh, but I had like 3,000 left. So I started from 3,000 and took it now to 63,000 again within a space of 6 months. Now, I will mention that not all the people who came in the second round of audience growth, that's the new 60,000 that I got in 6 months, were not 100% organic. But the organic strategies that I applied the first time helped me to multiply my results again. And you are going to be learning these things for yourself as well. Ladies and gentlemen, type gold mine. If you think that this is a gold mine, type this word in the chat. Give me the word gold mine in the chat. Now let me show you the 3 keys for getting unlimited organic traffic whenever you want using your smartphone. And you can get this from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Key number 1, very simple, is the ability to get people's attention, right? You very well know that we are now in the very middle of the attention-driven economy. And attention today on social media is a currency. The reason why you decided to attend this class today is because I got your attention. If I didn't get your attention, many of us are strangers. You didn't know me before this webinar, but today you are here with me because I got your attention. So key number 1 is the ability to get people's attention. And how do you get people's attention? You get people's attention. There are many ways to do it, but the most common way to get people's attention is by using hooks. What is a hook? A hook is something that you place at the beginning of your content to stop people from scrolling. There are many different types of hooks. We don't have much time, so I won't go into the details of that yet, right? But just understand that the ability to get people's attention is what will separate you from the rest, because every day on social media, more than 3 billion pieces of content are published on a daily basis. So you are trying to compete for 3 seconds of an eyeball's attention in a pool that has over 3 billion samples. How crazy is that? So you now see just how important it is to have the ability to grab people's attention. Right? That's key number one. Key number two, very quickly, is the ability to retain people's attention. It is one thing for you to be able to get people's attention, and it is another thing for you to be able to retain it. Why is it that you want to retain their attention? Imagine if somebody just stops scrolling. Okay, now stop. What next? It is what you do next that retains their attention. One thing I notice is that most people, when they are creating content, they don't really have the ability to retain people's attention. And that is why, if you're making videos, for example, people don't watch your videos till the end. And even if you're not creating videos, you're writing stuff. Maybe you're writing, stuff like captions and text and write-ups, like we like to call it. If that's the one you're doing, people don't read that stuff till the end. And that's simply because you don't know how to retain people's attention. But let me share something with you. The easiest way to retain people's attention is by serving that attention with some kind of emotional value. Please write that down. The easiest way to retain people's attention is by serving that attention with some kind of emotional value. Let me explain. Imagine you go on Facebook, for example. Whenever you go on Facebook and you watch a video and it makes you laugh, what has happened? You have gotten some kind of emotional value. And not only will you watch that video till the end, you also want to go to the person's page and you're going to find more, because once you have gotten dopamine hit like this, the body wants more instantly. You go and you binge watch the person's content. You don't know when you have even watched 20, 30, 40 of the person's videos. I remember the day that I came across these children from Uganda for the very first time. It was it was on Instagram. I was in the Reels feed, right? By the way, many of these platforms now have a videos feed, that is a Reels feed and a news feed. If you're not paying attention, you should know now that every platform today has both a normal news feed and they have a separate feed for videos. Facebook has a Reels feed, Instagram has a Reels feed, TikTok has their discovery field, that's the For You page. And of course, did I mention Instagram? Oh, LinkedIn also has a video feed now. And that's a very highly untapped route that you can drive traffic from, by the way. Okay? So it was inside my Reels feed on Instagram that I came across these guys, the ghetto kids from Uganda. And when I saw their video that day, that was the first time. I remember that day, I can't forget it. When I saw that video, I saw the video had 100 million views. You said, what? And this is just a video of some children from one country like this. And they were just shaking weights. How can it be that children shaking weights will just be getting 100 million? And they had more than 50,000 comments, 57,000 comments on the post. I'm like, what? Like 15 million likes. Ah! When I saw it there, the first thing that came to my mind was, what is so special about these children self that they are getting this kind of crazy love from the entire public? And so I went to their page. Please pay attention. I went to their page. When I went to their page, I scrolled down just a little bit. When I scrolled down just a little bit, I clicked on one video and I watched the video. In the video, they were dancing. And I noticed, I did not know when, as I was watching, my face expression started changing. Next thing I knew, I was smiling. Ask me why I was smiling. I don't know. The next thing, I was laughing. Ask me why I was laughing. I don't know. The next thing I know, I was liking. The next thing I know, I was liking. The next thing I know, I was commenting. It was after I had finished doing all of these things. I now realized the value that they were giving their viewers. They were feeding their audience with joy. They were feeding their audience with joy. And with that emotion came everything else. There's a reason why on social media platforms, the like button is a reaction. The like button is a reaction. When you feel an emotion, what do? You react. Is somebody getting this thing that I'm saying right now? When you feel an emotion, you react. See, people don't get this thing. You keep begging for likes because you don't understand there's something you need to give to get it. There is something you need to give to get it. When you give the emotion, you get the like. It is as simple as I just said it. As simple as this. When you give the emotion, you get the like. When you give the emotion, you get the comment, you get the shares, you get the follows. I know someone who, in his content, he does not beg people to follow him. He just focuses on creating massive value for his audience. And when he does this, everyone who watches the content, they are happy to follow, they are happy to like, they are happy to comment because they are happy people. They have been served. The question is, who are you serving? And how are you serving them? Or are you just serving yourself and coming online every day to come and dump your stuff in front of us so that we can buy your stuff? Look at it right now. I am even serving you. You don't know me. Most people don't know me here. Like most people on this webinar right now don't know me from Adam, but I'm serving you. This is what I love to do. This is my ministry. I'm a teacher. And I'm serving you right now. Imagine if I just came here and just said, hey, come buy my stuff, buy my... Will you buy? It's crazy, right? So, in order for you to retain attention, right, you have to leverage the power of emotion. And what are some of the emotions that you can trigger with your content? Very quickly before we move on to the next one. Number one is joy. I've mentioned that already, right? You can trigger the emotion of joy in your content. Number two is amusement. Amusement makes people laugh. You make people laugh, you're giving them value. Number three is what? Aha moment. That is epiphanies. An epiphany is an aha moment. For some of us here on this webinar today, you are realizing something new, right? Maybe you just learned something and you're like, you know, that makes you say, So whenever that happens, my charger. Okay. So whenever that happens, it's as a result of the fact that you just got an aha moment. You just learned something new. That's an emotion, right? You feel something. You feel something and it makes you feel like giving back. So you want to like, you want to save. If it's very useful, you want to save. If you feel it will be useful to your friend, you want to share. Right? It's powerful stuff, right? If you're getting some value, can you type the word value in the chat? So let's go to the third key. Very simple. Is the ability to transport attention. The ability to transport attention. Anybody's attention that you get and retain without transporting it is clout. Whenever you get and retain attention without transporting it is what? It is clout. Because you cannot take likes to the bank. Can you type that in the chat? You can't take likes to the bank. You can't take comments and go to First Bank and say, hey, I want to cash in these comments. You know, can I just get $1,000 worth of comments, please? No, you cannot take likes to the bank. You cannot take comments to the bank. What you can take to the bank, however, is after transporting the attention, you can take the money that they're going to give to you to the bank. So the key number 3 is your ability to transport that attention. And how do you transport people's attention? You use powerful calls to action. You use powerful CTAs. That's what they're called. They're called CTAs, call to action. So you use powerful calls to action and you will be able to drive people's attention to the next point. In other words, you'll be able to drive them into your business and they can buy stuff from you. That's it. It's that simple. So at this point, you've been watching this webinar and you've heard all the teaching so far. You've seen all the evidence. And now you know that short form videos work. Short form videos on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. You now know that it works. And if you're someone who has really you have something to contribute in your marketplace, and you are dedicated to getting more leads in your business, you are probably wondering what is the fastest way that you can apply everything that you now know in your business. Am I right? Can you type the word fast in the comments? If you're currently wondering what's the fastest way you can apply all of this in your business, type the word fast. So obviously, one thing I can tell you is that short form videos work every single day, even till today. Just look at the results that it has gotten for some of the people like Oluchi, for example. I showed you her case study at the beginning of the webinar. She was a new student of mine, and this was when her first video got 20,000 views, and it got her hundreds of free leads in just 24 hours. And look at this guy here called IK. He says, I have a testimony. I just finished my job and I banked 500K. I didn't sell anything. I just utilized the lessons from the OTATM blueprint. Isn't that interesting? And look at Umwed, who says in less than 24 hours of posting his video, it had over 1,000 views. And it makes him want to do more. And Moses went from 0 to 1,000 followers right here. You see him on the left-hand side. That's his evidence right there. He went from 0 to 1,000 followers in just 2 weeks plus massive number of leads generated into his business. Now imagine how much free quality traffic that you'll be able to drive once you lay your hands on what I'm about to give you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you the ultimate 3-step blueprint that you can use to get, retain, and transport people's attention in less than 30 days. And you can use it to go viral and get unlimited organic traffic using your smartphone. But before we dive into this next part, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where, you see me, I'm cleaning my invisible tears. This is the part where we have to say goodbye to those of us who came here for the free stuff. So if you came here only because of the free stuff, this is where we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for coming. I hope you gained some really great value so far on the webinar. All right. Thank you so much for coming. And remember, we had a deal at the beginning of the webinar. We had a deal that if I am able to deliver some really great value to you in the first part of the webinar, then it means we can go ahead with the second part of the webinar. So this is where I ask you, have we done well? Have we gained some value? Type the word value in the chat. Give me the word value in the chat. If you have gained some value, type the word value in the chat. That's the only way I will know that we can go on and continue with this webinar. Give me the word value in the chats. Come on. All right. If I see value 5 times, then I will know that we are good to go. Okay. Awesome. Woo. Yay. Awesome. All right, so let's continue. Now, here's the simple, powerful, unlimited lead getting solution that you, my friend, have been waiting for. I'm happy to introduce to you the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. This right here is my baby, all right? The Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. It's a step-by-step video training that shows you how to get, retain, and transport people's attention in just less than 30 days. It shows you how to get people's attention using the powerful hooks, using powerful pattern disrupts, and so on and so forth. And it shows you how to retain their attention, the exact steps you need to take, and also how to transport that attention no matter what you're selling. It is specifically designed to help you to get, retain, and transport people's attention using short, simple videos, even as a complete beginner with no followers. And you'll be doing it by using simple 30 to 60 second videos, which you can create using your smartphone. You don't need any fancy equipment like me. I have my fancy equipment because I can afford it. But you really don't need any fancy equipment for you to get started with this. You can get all your results within less than 30 days. Now, who is this training for? Quickly. It is for online entrepreneurs, for solopreneurs, those who are running one-man businesses. That is many of us, right? It's for freelancers, course creators, content creators, affiliate marketers, network marketers, and real estate marketers. The training is for you if you have been looking for a predictable and consistent way to drive organic traffic from social media. Ladies and gentlemen, it is for you if you have been creating content that nobody has been engaging with. Basically, you are creating into the darkness. That's why this training is for you. You've been looking for a way to create catchy videos that goes viral and gets you massive engagement, followers, leads, and sales in as little as 30 days. So this is specifically for you. In fact, the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint, it has been so effective that the reactions from brand new students of the course have been amazing. Look at Liz. This lady used to be a full-time taxi driver. This lady you are seeing here, her name is Elizabeth. She used to be a full-time taxi driver. When she applied the things that I taught her, her video went from 0 to 6K views, from 6K views to 74,000 views, and she got what we call a tsunami. A tsunami. Somebody typed tsunami of traffic into her business. And here's another person here who filled a WhatsApp group in less than 24 hours using what he learned from the organic traffic ATM. It's simply amazing, isn't it? All these people, they are ordinary people and they're getting extraordinary results. They are all people who used to be in the same point where you currently are today, in the same exact situation. And some of them even had no experience whatsoever. Some of them used to be shy, they had low confidence. And today, the story is different for them. Most of them had been looking for a reliable way to get traffic, but they didn't know where to start or how to begin. And now it is your turn to get some amazing results too. Are you ready to start? Can you type the word ready in the chat? Give me the word ready in the chat. Okay, so before you get your copy of the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint, let's quickly go over everything that you're going to be getting inside the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. First of all, you're going to be getting a step-by-step training on how to attract, how to transport, how to monetize attention in a fast-moving, ever-changing creator economy, so that you can finally be able to drive all the traffic that you want faster than ever before, even if you don't have many followers. And the value of that is over 800,000. And of course, you're getting the SEMA Masterclass where I show you how to create, how to edit, how to monetize, and how to automate your powerful short form videos and make them go viral using those discovery channels, so that you can get massive traffic even if nobody currently knows you yet. And the value of this is 577,000. The total value of the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint is 1,377,000 naira. Now I want you to imagine having everything that you need to start driving unlimited organic traffic right now as quickly as possible. And just to ensure that you're going to get fantastic results within the shortest possible time, for all of us who are going to be getting the training today, you're also going to be getting these amazing bonuses from me. Bonus number 1, this is brand new. The largest collection of the most powerful hooks and hooks case studies that you can use to grab people's attention with your videos every single time. Over 300 attention grabbing hooks have already been added for you, and we're going to be adding more hooks every single week. The value of this bonus right now, the ultimate hook library, is 399,000 naira. The bonus number 2 that you're getting, by the way, you're going to be getting this bonus number 1 absolutely free of charge when you get the Organic Traffic ATM today. All right, when you get the Organic Traffic ATM today, you're getting it free. And then bonus number 2 is the Organic Traffic Commando, which is going to show you an over-the-shoulder look at the simple process that I use to generate over 6,000 leads in just 7 days without spending any money on adverts, and how you can copy that same strategy. The strategy, I also use it to generate over $4,800 in the process. You can copy and paste everything. It has already been done for you, right? If you can copy and paste, this is going to help you a whole lot to automate your business, all right? And you're getting it absolutely free of charge, 275,000 naira worth of value for free when you get the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint today. Bonus number 3 is the TikTok Organic Traffic Mastery, which is valued at 197,000. It's basically 5 step-by-step videos that shows you how to create a viral TikTok video from scratch. So you learn from someone who has been there, who has done it already, so you can know how to create powerful viral videos from scratch. And then bonus number 4 is the TikTok Viral Marketing Masterclass. So this one is basically where I broke down some powerful viral video case studies never before seen. The kind of viral video case studies we have are the kind where you see what actually makes the videos go viral. You see what makes it work. When somebody is able to show you the thought process behind something, you can easily replicate it for yourself. And the value of this is 199,000 naira. But you're getting it absolutely free when you get the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint today. And now here is everything that you are getting in the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. First of all, you're getting the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint, you're getting the SEMA Masterclass, access to the hook library, the Organic Traffic Commando, TikTok Viral Marketing Mastery, and of course the TikTok Quantum Growth Masterclass. All together, everything you are getting is valued at 2,467,000 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to pay anywhere near that amount. In fact, you're not even going to pay up to 10% of that amount because I have been in your shoes before. I know how it feels. I know how it feels when I know how it feels when there's something in front of you, but you cannot afford the actual price. By the way, the actual price of this course that's right here in front of you is 97,000. I know firsthand what it feels like when you want to turn your situation around so badly, but your resources are limited. And so I will be a hypocrite if I just ask you to invest hundreds of thousands with me just like that. So no, you're not going to be paying the full value of 2 point something million. You're not going to be paying the regular price of 297,000. In fact, I want you to have the entire blueprint at the lowest price that it has ever been offered to anybody on this webinar and on this webinar alone. So for the next 48 hours, you will get the entire organic traffic ATM blueprint for just 35,000 naira. And guess what? The first 20 people from this webinar tonight are going to get it for just $13, which is 17,500 naira only. The first 20 people from the webinar tonight who will pay will get the entire blueprint plus all the bonuses. There are 4 bonuses, not 3, sorry. You're getting everything for just 17,500. And also, the first 20 people who are going to be, all right, so the first 20 people who are going to be getting it will get everything for just 17,500. And I want to reward those 20 people as well. Those first 20 people who are going to pay tonight will also get a 1-hour fast track coaching call with me worth $597. I wish I could share some of the testimonials from that fast track coaching call with you. The calls are completely life transforming. So the first 20 people who will pay tonight will get this fast track coaching call for 1 hour with me, where I'm going to be showing you how you can get even faster results using the organic traffic ATM blueprint. But fair warning, these bonuses are only available until midnight tonight. So if you wait till midnight, if you wait till after midnight, you will lose the discount and the price will return back to 35,000 naira. Okay, so all of you here who are here right now, okay, even if the discount is not enough for you, it's not enough to push you beyond the fence, I'm giving you a simple guarantee here today. For everyone who is going to be getting the organic traffic ATM blueprint, when you take action on everything you are taught inside the blueprint, if it doesn't produce you results, you can simply send me an email, coaching@kennyokoye.com. I will happily send you every dime you paid back. That is how sure I am that this is going to get you results. As long as you take action on what you are taught inside this training, you will get results. That is my guarantee to you. So there's absolutely nothing stopping you from getting this training right now. So what you need to do right now is to quickly go back to my WhatsApp and send me the word. Just send me the word discount. Send the word discount. All right. Go to my WhatsApp right now. Send the word discount. Okay. Do that right now. Go to my WhatsApp. Send me the word discount. All right. So that you can be one of the first 20 people who are going to be getting access to this training. Okay. Go and do that right now. Now, here are some of the reasons why you should be getting this training, because it's the fastest way for you to start driving massive, consistent, organic traffic, especially if you have no followers, whether you have prior experience with content creation or not. The Organic Traffic ATM exposes the best ways for you to start creating powerful short-form video content for driving unlimited organic traffic using discovery channels like Facebook, Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. It's the fastest way for you to get noticed online if you're a content creator or you're a freelancer or a course creator or a digital marketer, an affiliate marketer, or a real estate marketer. And it's the #1 way for you to get massive visibility for yourself online in 2024 and beyond. Now is the time for you to get your message in front of everyone that you need and want. All right, so quickly go ahead right now, because the longer you wait and hesitate, the more leads and customers that you're going to be leaving on the table. They do say that success loves speed. You can start driving organic traffic today instead of tomorrow or weeks or months from now. So if you're willing to do what it takes right now, I can promise you, okay? I can promise you that when you use what's inside the organic traffic ATM, you're going to be seeing very different results in a very short time. All right, so go ahead. You can finally start driving all the traffic you want using the secrets and the strategies and all the guides and all the hacks that you're going to be getting inside the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. Okay, just imagine where you're going to be 3 months from now when you enroll into the training. See, those of us are many people are already in my WhatsApp. So quickly go into my DM on WhatsApp and type the word discount so that you can get access to this right now at the discounted price. Go into my WhatsApp DM, type the word discount. All right. Now, for those of us who are still here, just imagine where you are going to be in your business 3 months from today after you enroll into the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. Traffic will be pouring consistently into your business. You would have built a list of your ideal followers and fans and subscribers. People will be coming in from every side and your bill will be paid without stress. No more loans, no more debts. And your lifestyle will finally get an upgrade. All because you have created the perfect kind of content that attracts customers and fans who cannot get enough of what you have to offer them. So no more waiting and no more hoping. No more saying, God, when? Your time is now. So quickly rush back to my WhatsApp DM very quickly and claim your copy of the Organic Traffic ATM before the 20 slots will finish. Just send me the word discount. All right, send the word discount, and I'm here to help you, to show you how you can create powerful short form videos that can drive you very hot prospects into your funnels. All right, and I cannot tell you how many people from all over the world have used my coaching and completely transform their businesses and their lives. You can go and do your research. So some of us here who prefer to go and do research, go do some research, right? Find out who Kenny Nwokoye is before you decide to get into this. And if you see what makes you decide, then sure, happily, I would be glad to teach you how you can get more traffic into your business. So join thousands of other successful students. Go back to the person who invited you, or you can go back to my WhatsApp DM and type the word discount. I can't wait to hear your success stories. I'm super excited to be having you. By the way, traffic is the lifeblood of any online business, and you need it if you want to get more sales or build your business. You can keep wishing and hoping for more traffic, but the only real way to get more traffic into your business is right in front of you right now. And all you need to do is take action and do everything you are told to do inside the Organic Traffic ATM Blueprint. Now, you can keep wishing and hoping to get more traffic, but the only real way is right in front of you. So don't wait, don't hope. Take action so that you can finally start getting all the traffic that you want right now. Just 17,500 Nairas. It's a one-time payment, no hidden costs, no monthly fees. So go ahead and send me a message right now on WhatsApp. Send me the word discount. Okay, send me the word discount on WhatsApp. I can't wait to see you in the OT ATM. Have a great night, guys.